Not going to be happy with me, but most farmers will.
Well, we're happy to have Travis Babb in the studio. Thank you so much from Office Max. You, sir, are going to be a very busy guy. You said this is kind of like Christmas for you guys.
It is. The way I like to describe it, you know, it's our Christmas time. It's D-Day. We do more, you know, the 4 weeks leading up to back to school than any other time of the whole entire year.
Wow. What are some of the items that you have here that are kind of hot sellers? I mean, I know that AISD has their list, but you know, a lot of parents like to get a few other things as well.
Correct. AISD has their list, CISD has their list, Bushland has their list, so we have to do all that. But backpacks, calculators, really popular this time of year, obviously, and you know, the basic school supplies, pens, pencils, binders, things like that that everybody has to have.
Now, this is the weekend that probably most parents, if they want to save a couple bucks, should go out and see you guys because it's tax-free weekend. Whenever we think of that, at least I do, I think of clothing, but what can we get tax-free off of this?
Basically, the best way to describe it is everything except tech. Printers, laptops, things like that are not included, but everything else is. Backpacks, calculators, and all the basic school supplies that go with it. Binders, pens, pencils, comp books, everything.
Is there anything new in the list? I mean, I looked over it. I've had to buy some things already so far. Is there anything new on the list this year that maybe wasn't on the list in previous years that people are having to buy?
Not really.
Not really?
It's just the basic stuff. Yellow binders. Of all things.
Yellow binders.
We're having a hard time with yellow binders. That's an odd one this year, but other than that, not really. It's pretty much the same stuff.
Maybe it has something to do with Amarillo.
There you go.
Could be.
Yeah.
You never know. What I like about you guys is you have all kinds of brands, which means all kinds of prices.
Correct.
So we can really save a lot of money. What would you say is one of the most affordable brands that we can go right to when we get there?
Our private brand is called Fuel, F-U-L, and it's we have several different items that are under that brand. Backpacks being one of them. So you can save a little bit of money and still get a quality item.
And we got to get these calculators. I remember in high school my mom being like, oh, I have to buy a calculator. But you guys can help purchasing a calculator because sometimes you need certain functions for certain grades.
Correct. They go anywhere from the TI-83s and 84s that AISD needs in some cases to the Casio 9750s that CISD needs. And we have all those. We have a bunch of them, so come see me if you need one.
Now, you mentioned that laptops and computers are not tax-free this weekend. It seems to me like a lot of schools are going to laptops and different things. I know Highland Park's done that. I just think some other schools are doing that too. Is that kind of a trend nationwide, or is the Panhandle kind of on the leading edge of that?
It is. You know, I don't see a whole lot of that yet, but it's definitely going in that direction.
I noticed that recently. Some other schools are kind of thinking about it, smaller schools.
Right.
So,
Now, if you're out of a certain kind of item, what's the time frame of getting more in?
I get that question a lot.
Yeah, because I know
I do.
sometimes you're out of calculators, people say, well, when will we get more?
And right now, believe it or not, my in-stocks at our store are extremely good. The company took care of us really well this year, so I've got the stuff. So if you need it, come see me over on Swansea.
All right, and this weekend is a good weekend to do it. 3 days only, 17th through the 19th. Tax-free. You'll save a couple bucks. I think it's well worth it, especially you got to buy this stuff anyway, so you might as well get a little bit knocked off of the price tag. Well, we'll be talking to you more this morning about some other things. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back.